all of the shards have fallen and started to reform. It is taking the form of an 8-foot tall glass elemental. You can see the different shattered parts of these stained glass refracting different bits of light. It looks very jagged. It does not have a distinct face, but it has 2 large swaths of, on one side red, on the other side orange, and it looks to be looking directly at you.
So as he kind of runs forward towards the elemental, he just kind of sticks his hand out as tendrils of black kind of wrap around his arm and then out around and behind the elemental, kind of encasing it in darkness.
So, Kat, it is your turn. You see this elemental get shrouded in this magical darkness.
Do I still have a bonus action?
You do have a bonus action. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go ahead and cast Divine Favor.
Are those both spells?
Technically, yeah.
So you so welcome to the magic economy. This is one of the most hotly contested things in D&D. Welcome. You cannot cast two spells.
That's fine.
You can cast a cantrip and a spell, but you can't cast 2 spells.
That's totally fine.
But darkness is great. You have this darkness fire out of you. It's awesome. Well done. I will tell you what the effects of that were on the elemental's turn, because there were some effects.
Cool. Yeah.
Kat, it is your turn.
Can I see the glass elemental?
You cannot. It is in magical darkness.
Okay.
Which is kind of hilarious.
Well, that negates the plans that I had.
Oh no.
So give me a moment to rethink what I'm doing.
No worries.
I think if you stare hard enough, you could see an outline.
Well, and when I was building Cat, I had the chance to take the true sight, right focus. So I would have had the ability to see in magical darkness the way certain clerics can see. And I did not do that. I chose other brands.
Well, I will describe what the kind of actually, Vex, how would you describe it in a full noon day? And just this, it's bright except for this one section.
Yeah. So watching this darkness take form, it feels almost like a trick of the light. Like it's hard to get your eye to focus on this area at all. And when you do manage it, it feels like there should be a reflection here. It feels like it's hard to focus on because there is such an abject absence here. There is no light to reflect off of. There is just nothing. And you know that something is there. You have you can feel the movement. You can feel the movement of the wind still as you assume the elemental is shifting behind this darkness, but it's just your eye wants to slide off of it and go back to anything you can actually focus on.
So, Kat, I will tell you, you can make attacks on this creature. It's just that it's like you swinging into
right. But I can't cast Hex on it because I can't see it.
Unfortunately not, no.
I cannot activate the right on it because I can't see it.
Nave, it's
you can run inside and touch it, and if you can touch it, then you can cast it.
Good. Yes.
You could run into the magical darkness. This is true.
So
sure, why not? Seems great. What's the worst that could happen?
No, don't worry about it.
I'm going to close my movement on it, and I am going to try to flank it as best as I can without disappearing into the darkness.
I attack the darkness. So because there are 3 of you currently on this creature, I'm going to say your attack is going to lose disadvantage and go flat.
Yeah.
Because you have, advantage from flanking, but you have disadvantage, so you can roll this attack flat.
So I am going to use my bonus action to cast Eldritch Blast.
Nice. Roll that attack.
I have to hang on.
Never.
I want to make sure that I'm using my thing correctly. Oh, when I use no, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Brain. Brain do many things.
Come on, brain. Think of things.
Brains.
Okay, so I use my action to cast Eldritch Blast, which allows me to use Mystic Frenzy as my bonus action to attack.
Great. Go ahead and roll me that Eldritch Blast. You hit.
Bless. 23.
You
So there
hit it.
is 4 damage.
You hear the creak of glass as you are hitting it with Eldritch Power.
Excellent. And I'm trying to check. I don't know if I make a single attack or if I take an attack action for Mystic Frenzy.
I will look up the language of it really quickly.
Make one weapon attack. Okay.
Great. That answers the question. Thank you for doing that. That is
10.
not going to do it. You swing. Your Eldritch Blast managed to get through the darkness, but you swing with your sword and unfortunately whiff. Is that it for your turn, Kat?
That is my full turn. Yes.
Okay, we're back to the top of initiative with Ace. Ace, you are blinded. Any attacks you have are going to have disadvantage. However, you are flanking, so your attacks are now flat. But you're unfortunately unable to get sneak attack because sneak attack requires you to have advantage on your roll, unless there's something that you can do as the mastermind.
Quick question. How long does the blinding last?
So you're going to be able to make another Constitution saving throw at the end of this turn.
Gotcha. Okay. I was wondering. Okay. Here. Okay. I will try and stab it with my dagger. Or my short sword, excuse me.
Yep, no
Why am I
worries.
using a
All right. That unfortunately does not hit. You take a slash. It does not hit. Is there anything else you would like to do with the bonus action?
Yes. So, okay. So with the Master of Tactics, I can help the other two around me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But how does that work exactly if I'm helping on my turn? Does it just sort of like, yeah, how does this work? I guess
let me
not
look
entirely
up
sure.
Master of Tactics on your character sheet really quickly, because I've actually never played a mastermind. So this is very new to me as well. Is this on your, okay. You can use
a bonus action.
Great. You can use the help action as a bonus action. When you use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature, the target of that attack can be within 30 feet of you if it can see or hear you. Great. So who are you giving the help action to and how are you doing it? I just want to hear some flavor. How is Ace helping? You have Hugo and Kat are right next to you. Knave is about 20 feet back and Time is about 40 feet back.
Okay. I don't think I know that Cat is there unless I would have heard them.
You can, I think you could have probably heard them. Yeah.
Okay. Hugo is, I guess I'll help Hugo and,
Great.
I guess I'm a little confused, I guess, on how it works, but I guess I can basically just help be like, okay, so here I can sort of sense that it's here, maybe just kind of give him
it can be as simple as yelling over here. Like the help action, I'm just giving you some creativity with it. The help action can be anything like yelling it's over here or like gesturing or something like that to give Hugo the help action.
Okay, yeah, so I'll basically I'll be like, I felt it move this way, and you should make sure to really hit it hard because it gets dust.
Amazing. Hugo, you will have the help action on your next turn, which is not yet, but soon. Go ahead and Knave at the end of your turn. Shut Knave, excuse me, Ace. At the end of your turn, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Actually, for my action though, oh no, wait, I did an action.
You attacked.
Sorry, never mind.
No worries.
I attacked. Never mind. Constitution saving throw. There it is. Come on, did it again. Swear to God, it did the 16 to the 8.
You are still blinded, I'm afraid. you still feel the effects of this light, even with the darkness, because it's the after effects of being blinded rather than the light still shining in your face. But you do give Hugo the help action. It is actually Time's turn, though.
So with the darkness, I wouldn't be able to cast Shatter and get an accurate target without hitting anybody else, would I?
No, you would have to, flanking. That's true. We have people flanking, so you would be you can.
This isn't a straight attack. This will be a Constitution saving throw. I have to see where I'm casting it. Okay,
yeah.
so I guess being
Made everyone
boosted of
fight
confidence from Nave saying, "Great job," I just like turn over mid song, and I'm gonna cast Haste on Nave.
Nice.
What does that do?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I have a whole thing planned. If I can find all my buttons.
Find the buttons. Find the buttons.
Yes. So just I realize I can't cast Shatter again, and I'm like just as, like I have tears running down my face from the people that I've watched for so long saying, "You're doing great, thank you," and all this stuff. I'm just like, do you hear the people sing, lost in the valley of the night? It is the music of a people who are climbing to the light, and cast Haste. Nave, you gain a +2 to your AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action on your turn. You can only use it to make an additional weapon attack, a dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
All right, you'll have to remind me. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Is haste a touch spell or a range?
Oh shit.
Touch me.
It is
Range,
not
30 feet.
But since it's range, but since I have consent, I'm going to use my 30 foot of movement to like just grab the shoulder, like just singing softly into their ear.
Oh my god.
Very good.
As I feel
Excellent.
encouraged, I'm gonna kind of look down at a little like this is a little weird, but thank you. Odd method.
Oh my
And
god.
now you feel like you just chugged a Red Bull.
Amazing. Hugo, it is your turn, and you actually have advantage on all of your attacks, because there's flanking, which gets rid of the disadvantage, and then Ace just gave you advantage with Master of Tactics. So go ahead and make your attacks with advantage.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if I have dark vision or not.
No, you cannot see in the darkness with dark vision. You are only able to see with true sight.
Because it's magical darkness.
Yeah, it's magical darkness. But because of the fact that Ace is helping you, you're able to center yourself and kind of like, what is it like when Hugo's like, does Hugo got this?
Hugo. With axes raised, Hugo says, "Stab the darkness."
All right, make your first attack with advantage.
Oh, I didn't roll with advantage.
Go ahead and just roll the d20 again once you do it. Okay, roll again. See if you get a nat 20. You never know. You can just go ahead and hit Croak again in the +9. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you just rolled with advantage. Okay. Well, you are going to hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. I will say you should also, is it factoring in your rage damage? Because if not, I want to make sure that I've added that. So I think you do an additional.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
No worries. Go ahead and roll your damage, and then I can just add it.
Yeah, D&D Beyond does not add rage.
Okay, so you actually did an additional 4 damage your last turn because you do 2 rage damage every time you hit. So you do 12 damage on the first attack. Go ahead and roll another attack with advantage. You watch this angry frog.
Angry.
All right, that hits. Roll your attack again, your damage again.
Oh. Well,
it's not terrible. You do 8 points of damage as Hugo slashes into the darkness. Amazing.
Band name.
Exactly. Is there anything else that you can or want to do?
No, I'm good.
Amazing. You guys watch this ferocious frog with Ace's help. You know, when Ace yells over there, barrels in. So here is how the darkness is going to affect this elemental. It has lost its ability to recharge its blinding light, because usually I would roll a d6 on this turn, but because of the darkness, it can't do that. However, it is going to take its movement to lumber forward out of the darkness. You see that it creaks on its glass forward. So now it comes into sight again for all of you, this shifting like space that Vex talked about. And on its turn, it is going to make 2 attacks on Hugo because Hugo just, yes?
Does that invoke a attack of opportunity from any of us?
Yes.
Yeah, does it?
Yes, it invokes attacks of opportunity for 3 of you. So Cat,
Even though
Ace,
I'm blinded?
you would roll with disadvantage, but you can still do
Okay.
it. And actually it's flat. It's flat because
Right, yes.
of the flanking. So Ace, Hugo, and Cat all make attacks of opportunity because it doesn't know you guys are there.
Yell, there it is.
That's a nat 20 for Ace.
Nice.
Cat, you also hit. And Hugo, did you make an attack yet?
Say that again.
Make an attack. Yeah, it's lumbering forward, so you get an attack of opportunity. So you can go ahead and attack with one of your axes. Loading.
That's really low, slow there.
24. Yeah. So all 3 of you hit. You don't get advantage on this one, Hugo, but you do hit. I'm going to address first Ace's nat 20. Ace, I do nat 20s a little bit different than what D&D Beyond does. I do the max damage that you can roll, and then you roll damage on top of it. So what the max damage that you can do with your short sword is, it's
1d6 plus 4.
so
Sorry.
you do 10 max damage, and now go ahead and roll your damage again.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it a little differently than D&D Beyond does. Sometimes you roll it twice. I think it's more fun when you have do all the damage. Okay, 5 additional damage. I'm going to ask for damage from Cat and Hugo, and then I would like Ace to describe this nat 20.
Okay. Also, question. I did roll damage. Are you not going to take my 12?
You did more than 12.
Oh, I did more than 12. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. 12 was.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah. So good gravy, Cat. How much damage did you do?
Holy cow.
12 plus 1 lightning.
Amazing. You do 13 damage. And then Hugo, roll your damage on your axe. Because it just lumbered forward without being careful about it. It was just like, get out of the darkness. And the 3 of you were just ready. Exactly. 8 damage. Amazing. I just completely lost my tracking. So that was great.
You're sorry. You were about to attack Hugo.
Hugo got it. No, I just completely lost track of the damage that I was keeping. I wanted to make
Oh,
sure that-
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to throw Hugo under the bus. I'm like, I'm willing to help.
No,
even if it hurts
you're
us.
good. You're good. So Ace, can you please describe to me what it looks like as you land this critical hit as it lumbers forward?
Okay. It lumbers forward, and even though I'm blinded, I'm practiced in listening carefully from all the spying and stuff. So it lumbers forward. I hear it moving, and I know where it's going to land. And so I ready myself, and I stab forward with my short
Amazing.
sword.
Yeah, you just amazing. And Kat and Hugo, you also see it come forward and attack it. It's going to now attack. I am going to change what it was going to do. It reels and it's going to go for Ace. Because Ace just hit it real hard. So it's going to do its first attack on Ace. That is a 13 to hit. I don't think that does it.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, second attack. That is
blinded though, so does that?
Oh, it
give me
does
the-
get advantage on its attacks. So the first attack, it actually hits. So the first attack is going to be, no, I
have
don't
to be
want
able
a
to see it,
D10,
darn
I
it.
want a D8. First attack does 18 points of damage.
Ouchie.
It's going to attack you again with advantage because it gets 2 attacks. It is a dirty 20 to hit.
I am going to
Ouch.
attempt a blood curse of the eyeless.
Ooh, what does that do?
It allows me to use a reaction to roll 1d6 and subtract the result from the creature's attack roll. However, creatures immune to the blinded condition are immune to the curse.
It is not immune to the blinded condition. I don't
Also,
believe.
I believe if I cross-reference, it may still be immune because I believe that my blood curse still needs to target a creature that has some kind of blood.
It does?
Yes.
Mm.
Imagine.
Mm.
So it may still
Rude.
be immune, but Cat is still going to
Rude.
attempt the action.
Okay.
Does
and we will
it
learn.
need to be
No.
blood on the inside of this creature? Because there's definitely blood on the shards of glass at this point.
This is true.
Vex makes a point.
I think Bex and I are gonna allow it.
All right.
Go ahead and roll a D6.
So
Ace, what
And
is
I'm
your
blind if I can't see
AC?
it. My AC is 15.
Okay, so Kat, you need to roll a 5 or a 6 to negate this attack. Helpful.
I was checking for a save, but it's not a save. It's just a reaction.
Awesome. So 5 or a 6 to negate this attack on Ace.
Hey!
Hey!
Woo!
Kat, what does it look like as you invoke this blood right and stop it from attacking Ace?
So Cat swings their longsword forward and out in front of them and holds it up directly in front of their face in a very ceremonial presentation of the blade. And the light gleams across their blade as their celestial pact takes place. And runes across the length of the blade illuminate for just a split second as they clench the handle and then return into their battle stance.
Amazing. You see that
Can
yeah, go for it, Bex, please.
As you do this, you see the blood that's been glimmering across any place that this elemental has hit. It also starts to glow with a similar glow to your runes, and you can tell the elemental is trying to move forward, and every place that there is blood splattered on it is fixed in position for a moment.
Amazing. So Ace, you avoid that attack entirely, thanks to Kat's reaction. That is the glass elemental's turn. It is now Knave's turn. Knave, you have the haste spell. You're feeling great.
So I'm gonna lean over to time after I just watched Major Cat do the spell. And I'm gonna say, we need to learn that magic.
It's pretty good.
Not going to lie, I have no idea what just happened, but I love it.
Me either. It was just really cool looking. I don't know runes, and it was very cool. I won it. And
Here,
how
I show
far-
you.
Yes.
Knave, what would you like to do on your turn?
So like just leave that conversation like like a flip of a switch, just like back into serious mode. And because I have haste, I think I have enough to run around and get to the backside of the elemental.
Yeah, and you're gonna have advantage on your attacks because of that.
And I'm gonna take my javelin and try to go as hard as I can.
Great, go ahead and make your attack.
So the hit has advantage, right?
Yes, you roll your attack with advantage. Yep, just like that. Oh no, that is not going to do it, my friend. You swing out and you miss, but you do have a second attack, and you also have a third attack because of haste.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like jab forward, and as I miss, I'm going to swing around and try again.
Okay, roll that with advantage. Yeah, that will do it.
Okay.
Do you want to add a smite to this?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
And I'm just gonna. You are doing thunderous smite, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Can you go ahead and just? I'm just looking at it. First time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with the thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you. So all of you hear this thunder. And you do an additional 2d6 of thunder damage. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
I have to use the spell slot. Okay, 2d6.
Well, there goes our sneaking. Thanks.
So actually, as you hit it and do the smite through your javelin, it does 12 damage.
Okay. And then I roll once for damage, right?
Yes, you do.
1. I'm getting bad rolls.
No, that's not terrible. I mean, yeah, it's a 1, but it could be honestly worse. So you do 21 points of damage. Friend is starting to look a little bit hurt. You see that it is starting to, as Vex described, with the spatters of blood from it, it's crackling. You do have a third attack.
I do, but I have to use my other weapon, correct?
No, this is haste. Haste gives you an additional weapon attack.
Correct.
Okay.
You cannot
How many
use
attacks
smite
do you
on it.
have per turn?
He has
I have
2.
I have 1 attack, but the 2 attack is because I use my other
Oh.
weapon. So if I use the same weapon twice, so I thought the third one.
Okay,
would
so
have to be-
actually your bonus action was your smite. So you can't bonus action 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
So that's actually going to be your turn.
Okay.
You lash out with your javelin for your 1 attack, and then with the power of haste, you are able to attack again and land it. I could have sworn you had 2. No, you have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You-
there's a third
Attacks per
attack, but
action.
you can't. You can't use another bonus action for smite on this one.
But you can just
Gotcha.
straight up attack if you want.
Okay.
Stabby stab.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just go again. I'll kind of swing around one more time with the javelin. Why not?
Go ahead and roll with the advantage. Yeah, that hits. Roll your damage. Oh, 13, an excellent
Nice.
attack.
Knave, do you have extra attack at 5th level
For what?
He does. So he has 2 attacks
in your
per
features and
turn.
traits? Yeah.
Um,
Attacks per attack action.
mhm.
Haste grants a second attack action.
According to the spell, it only
Right?
grants 1 additional attack if you're using an attack action.
It says attacks per
Okay.
action is 2.
But
Yeah.
due to the haste spell, you only get 1 attack for that action.
1 weapon attack, not a full attack action.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, but Knave, that was an excellent turn. You miss on the first attack, but you all hear this rumble of thunder, which everyone in the castle can hear because it's 300 feet. As you land this thunderous smite, and Vex described what it looked like when it's hit with thunder damage as it ripples through again. Vex, can you describe it? It's just so beautiful when you describe it. It makes me happy.
Yeah, of course. So when the auditory damage hits, it's a little bit different than the lightning. Obviously, you're not going to have a visual component with it. You're not going to see lightning crackling through, but you can watch the impact on the front of this creature as the glass sort of like bends around where it hits, and it starts to take its form again, but as the sound reverberates off of the walls behind, it gets hit again, and it takes half a step forward, and you can see, if you can see the back of it, you can see that it's a little concave as well, as the glass is reacting to the force of the audio against it.
And
Okay.
it has to do a strength saving throw.
Hell, it has to do with strength saving throw. All right. What's my DC?
15.
It fails.
Um.
Out of 12.
So I'm trying to think. It is the cloud of darkness still 10 feet away?
Yeah, I would say that the darkness is about 10 feet away. Are you aiming to knock it back into the darkness?
I can either knock it into the darkness or knock it over.
So
Over.
knocking It is going to get knocked over regardless because it is going to go
and
prone.
knocked prone. Okay.
So I would say that you're behind it. Oh my God. Knave, if you knock it towards Cat, Ace, and Hugo, all three of them will get an attack of opportunity on it.
I'll do that.
Do the
yeah.
bat.
I'm gonna like just stab really hard and just like push it as far as I can towards them.
So you do this thunderous smite. It rockets the elemental forward 10 feet. Cat, Ace, and then Vex's Hugo, please make me opportunity attacks. Ace, you unfortunately miss. Cat, you unfortunately miss.
I'm going to use Croak, which is going to be a +9 to hit. That would be a natural 20.
I like what you're
Angry
rolling.
Flaug.
Angry
The angriest Flaug.
Vex.
This is the vengeance of you thought the frog couldn't play because of tech issues? No.
Vex, what is the max damage that he can do on his attack?
I'm using Croak, which is a D6 +5, so 11.
Okay, so he does 11 + 2 rage. He does 13 damage on the first attack, and then go ahead and roll his second attack.
Amazing, which will be with Ribbit.
Rawr. Well, that's his damage. Roll his second round of damage.
Roll his second round of damage.
Yes, because I just had him do. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I was not clear. I appreciate the check-in.
No worries. Okay.
So
that's a 4 + 5, which is 9 + 2 for rage, which is 11.
So he does another round of damage. Guy is starting to look pretty beat up. And that's just the opportunity attacks. As Knave pushes this glass elemental and it falls prone, the ground below you shakes as this glass elemental topples over, which means all of you have advantage on attacks against it. So it is now Cat's turn. Cat, you see this prone elemental in front of you.
Well,
Well,
I have a conundrum now
you guys can take it from here, right?
because I was gonna take a different action, but I guess
Knave is coming in here and disrupting your plans.
He
As
does.
any mod should.
yeah, that's really thank you. Thank
On
you for
brand.
that.
On brand.
Perfect.
You can't even fire him.
It's true. I can't even fire him.